Hello, English learners. Welcome to the English Podcast, your cozy and calm space to learn English through real-life conversations. This is a place where you don't have to rush, you don't have to sound perfect, and you don't have to impress anyone. You can just be here and learn at your own pace. I'm Maria.
And I'm John. We're honestly so happy you decided to spend a part of your day with us. You could be doing many other things right now, but you chose to sit with us, listen, and practice your English. And that already matters more than you think.
Maybe you're listening at home, sitting on your bed or on the sofa. Maybe you're walking outside or traveling somewhere. Or maybe this is just a quiet moment you're taking for yourself today.
Wherever you are, however your day has been so far, you're welcome here. This podcast is your small pause, a place to slow down and feel a little more comfortable with English.
Today, we're going to talk about something very familiar, something that happens to all of us every single day, but is often surprisingly hard to talk about in English.
Yes, today we're talking about daily life. Your morning, your afternoon, and your evening. The simple routines, small habits, and little moments that make up a normal day.
We'll talk about how our days usually begin, what our work or study days feel like, and how we slowly move into the evening and rest.
And while we share our own real routines, we'll also show you how to talk about your day in English using natural words, easy expressions, and sentences that sound real, not like a textbook.
So, when someone asks you, "How was your day?" your mind doesn't freeze. You don't have to answer with just, "Fine."
You'll have ideas. You'll have simple patterns. And, most importantly, you'll feel more confident sharing your own story, even if your day was quiet, busy, or a little messy.
If you enjoy learning with us, please remember to like this episode and subscribe to the podcast. It really helps us reach more learners like you who want to learn English in a calm, human way.
And we'd love to hear from you too. After the episode, try writing 1 or 2 sentences in English about your day in the comments. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even one honest sentence is great practice.
And before we begin, let's slow down for just a moment.
Take one gentle breath in and slowly breathe out.
No pressure, no rushing.
Just be here with us, and let's walk through a normal day together. All right, so Maria, be honest with me. How are you feeling right now? Are you one of those people who jumps out of bed ready for the day? Or are you more like me, still half asleep even after the coffee?
Oh, I wish I were one of those energetic morning people, but no, I'm definitely not jumping anywhere. Most mornings, my brain wakes up first, and my body takes a very long time to catch up.
I know that feeling. It's like your alarm says, "Good morning," but your body answers, "Absolutely not."
Exactly. And then there's that little voice in your head that says, "Just 5 more minutes." Even though we both know 5 minutes never stays 5 minutes.
Never. Those are the longest minutes of the entire day. Time works very differently in the morning.
It really does. And that's actually why today's topic feels so relatable. Because when we talk about daily life, we're not talking about perfect routines or Instagram mornings.
We're talking about real days. Some days start calmly. Some days start with chaos. Some days start with you staring at the ceiling, trying to remember why you even need to get up.
Yes, and no matter how your day starts, you still need English to talk about it.
Exactly. Whether your morning is slow, rushed, quiet, or messy, you should be able to say, "This is how my day begins," without feeling stuck or unsure.
And the same goes for the rest of the day. Work, study, the afternoon tiredness, and those evenings where you just collapse on the sofa.
Ah, yes, the famous sofa collapse. I think many people listening right now are nodding.
Probably with their phone in their hand.
That's what we want to do today. Walk through a normal day together, from the moment the alarm goes off to the moment you finally slow down at night.
So as you listen, you can quietly compare your day with ours. Maybe you'll hear a sentence and think, oh, that's my day too.
And when that happens, that sentence becomes yours.
All right, let's start at the very beginning.
Yes, that moment when the alarm rings and the battle with the bed begins.
On most mornings, my alarm goes off around 6:30, and that first beep, oh, it feels like an attack on my peaceful sleep. I usually hit snooze once, maybe twice, because 5 more minutes sounds so small, but somehow it stretches into 15.
I know that trick too well. I hit snooze at least 3 times, and each time my brain negotiates, just 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes.
Then I finally drag myself out of bed, slowly, like my body is made of stone. I sit on the edge of the bed for a moment, just breathing, checking in with myself. How am I today? Tired? Stressed? Excited? A little self-check before even touching my phone.
I do the same. I drink some water first, then open the curtains to let in light. And finally, the phone. But if I'm not careful, scrolling can steal 10, 15 minutes without me noticing.
Yes, the infinite scroll. It feels like 2 minutes, but suddenly your morning is halfway gone.
After that, I put on music, make coffee, and slowly take a shower. Doing these small steps mindfully makes me feel awake, not just physically, but in my head too.
Exactly. Without that, I'd be on autopilot for the whole morning. And mornings are too important for autopilot. This is when you set the tone for the rest of the day.
And if your morning is messy, that's okay. Not every day has to be perfect. The important thing is noticing it, living it, and being able to tell someone about it in English. All right, so after the morning wake-up, coffee, and shower, it's time to move from home into the day. For me, that usually means a commute by car. Some days, the roads are kind. You know, smooth traffic, easy drive, music playing, maybe a little podcast in the background. Those days feel almost peaceful.
And then there are the other days, the angry roads, traffic everywhere, cars barely moving, everyone honking. It feels like the city itself is shouting, "Wake up! Deal with this!"
On those days, I used to get really stressed, constantly checking the clock thinking, I'm going to be late. Everything is terrible.
I know that feeling. The mind starts a full drama show in seconds. Every red light becomes a villain. Every car in front seems to be mocking you.
But now, I try something different. When I see the traffic, I tell myself, okay, this is out of my control. I'm here anyway. How can I make the most of this time?
Exactly. Instead of fighting it, you use it. Some mornings I do the same. I put on a short English podcast, or I repeat a few sentences aloud. Other times, I just enjoy music and let my brain rest.
That's the secret. Even annoying moments can become little pockets of practice or calm.
My commute changes every day. Some days I work from home, so the commute is literally 3 steps from my bed to my desk. Zero traffic, no bus, just socks.
Dream commute. But on other days, you take the metro. How does that feel?
Depends on the crowd. If it's packed, I feel tired just standing. But sometimes I enjoy it. I put on headphones, listen to music or a podcast, and I do a little people watching. Not in a creepy way, just noticing small things. Their clothes, expressions, maybe guessing their mood.
Exactly. I do the same. It makes the commute feel more like a little movie scene than a boring wait.
And for anyone listening, your commute could be walking, biking, bus, train, or even just moving from your bedroom to your workspace. Whatever it is, you can make it your small English moment.
Once I arrive at work, the real part of the day begins. The work zone. Sometimes time moves super fast. Sometimes it feels like it's stretching forever.
How do you usually start your workday?
On good days, I don't open my email first. I open my planner instead. I look at my 3 main tasks and ask, which one needs my fresh brain? Usually, the hardest one comes first. After that, emails and smaller things.
Yes, I do the same. Easing into the day instead of diving into chaos. It's like stepping slowly into a pool instead of jumping with a big splash.
Exactly. When I jump straight into everything, it feels like drowning. But easing in, it's calm, controlled, focused.
I've learned that too. In the past, I used to check everything: emails, messages, social media, all at once. By 9 a.m., I already felt exhausted.
Notifications can steal your brain before work even starts. Now, I turn them off, put my phone face down, and focus on one important task: deep work.
I do the same. Concentrating on one thing at a time keeps mistakes low and mood high. Every 60 to 90 minutes, I stand, stretch, drink water. Tiny breaks make a big difference.
Exactly. If we power through nonstop, we burn out. Burnout is when your brain and body feel empty. No energy, no joy, just, I can't.
Yes, that's why I schedule small breaks. A walk, tea, fruit, or a few stretches. Even 5 minutes can reset everything.
And sometimes the afternoon slump hits. Around 3 p.m., energy drops. Eyes feel heavy. Brain says, can we not?
Yes, the 3 p.m. problem. I handle it by accepting it first. I don't fight myself mentally. Just say, okay, this is normal. I'll adjust.
Then I do something small. Stand, walk, grab a snack, or make tea. Reset. And switch to lighter tasks that don't need genius brain power.
Smart. I also put hard thinking in the morning and easy tasks in the afternoon. Reply to emails, organize files, check small things. Work with your natural energy, not against it.
And on really low energy days, it's okay to say, today is not my best. Let's do what we can. Kindness to yourself matters.
Absolutely. Even if you understand only 70% of this episode, showing up and listening is a win. That's real progress.
Exactly. And after the afternoon, the next moment is slowly transitioning toward evening, winding down and finding your rest.
But before we slow down, it's important to remember that every small part of your day, morning, commute, work, small breaks, can be described in English. It doesn't have to be perfect. Small, honest sentences are enough.
Yes, something like, I hit snooze 3 times, I listened to music on my way, I finished my main task first. In the afternoon, I took a short walk. Easy, natural, and real English.
Exactly. And that's all we want. Real English for real life. So, John, after that 3 p.m. energy slump, How do you usually feel? Do you slowly get your energy back, or does the day still drag on?
It really depends. Sometimes just standing up and stretching or stepping outside for a few minutes feels like pressing a tiny reset button. My brain clears a little, my body feels lighter, and suddenly the afternoon isn't so heavy. But some days, even after a break, it feels like dragging through mud.
Yes, and I feel the same. That's when I change my tasks. Hard thinking in the morning, lighter tasks in the afternoon. Emails, organizing files, checking small things. It's like letting my brain rest while still being productive.
Exactly. It's about riding the wave instead of fighting it. And on days when my energy is really low, I tell myself, it's okay. Today is not a high energy day. Let's do what we can.
And that kindness matters. Pushing too hard only makes the brain cranky and mistakes happen. Small breaks, small moments, they really make a difference. Even 5 minutes of walking, tea, or a snack can reset your mood completely.
And you know what's funny? Even tiny actions feel meaningful in these moments. Standing up, stretching, looking outside the window, suddenly the world feels a little brighter.
Yes, and for learners, that's a perfect opportunity to describe these small actions in English. I am stretching. I am walking to the kitchen. I am making tea. Even one sentence counts as practice.
Exactly. Simple, honest sentences. No complicated grammar needed. That's real English for real life.
And John, the late afternoon slowly starts blending into early evening. That's usually when I start thinking about dinner or finishing work, but I always try to move gently. No rushing. The day should flow naturally.
Some evenings are quiet. Some are still busy. On quiet evenings, I love preparing a simple meal, maybe stepping outside for a short walk, or just sitting and listening to music. Nothing stressful, just letting the day settle.
I do the same. Sometimes I cook, sometimes I order something easy, but I always include a little me time. Reading, drawing, journaling, or just sitting quietly with a cup of tea. Even 5 calm minutes can change the tone of the evening.
Yes, me time is essential. Not for work, not for anyone else, just for you. And even during these small moments, you can practice English. Describe what you're doing. I am cooking pasta. I am reading a book. I am sipping tea slowly.
I love that. Even the simplest actions become English practice when you describe them, and it feels natural because they're part of your real day.
Exactly. And you know, describing these moments also helps you notice your day better. Your energy, your little habits, the rhythm of your life. English becomes a way to pay attention to yourself and your life.
Yes, and it's beautiful because even ordinary moments, a walk to the kitchen, making tea, sitting by the window, can be full of tiny stories. And each story can be described in English. Even short sentences create a small picture of your life.
For example, I walked to the kitchen, made tea, and watched the sunlight on the balcony. That's a full little story. And you can keep adding more details. I listened to a song. I stretched. I smiled at my cat.
Exactly. The day may feel simple from the outside, but inside, there are so many tiny moments to notice, describe, and practice. And each moment makes English feel alive and personal.
Yes. And after this, the early evening gently begins. That's when you start finishing work, cooking dinner, or just relaxing. But even these moments, walking, cooking, stretching, are full of opportunities to use English naturally.
And for learners, the key is to notice and describe. It doesn't have to be perfect, Just honesty, small actions, little details. Even a sentence like, I prepared dinner and listened to music while cooking, already tells a story.
Exactly. And by practicing this way, English becomes part of your day, not something separate. It's natural, easy, and it grows with you every day.
So, yes, even a simple afternoon or early evening can feel rich when you notice the details, describe them in English, and connect with your own life. Your day is full of tiny stories, and each story is a chance to practice, to learn, and to enjoy English.
And that's the beauty of talking about your daily life. No pressure, no rush. Just small, honest sentences about real moments. That's real English, real life, and real practice.
John, I love evenings. There's something magical about that slow exhale of the day. It's like the world finally says, okay, you did enough. Time to relax. Do you feel that too?
Absolutely, Maria. Some evenings I just crash on the sofa, flop down completely, and let my body melt. Other evenings I like a gentle routine. A short walk, simple dinner, maybe a little music or a favorite show. It's like giving myself a soft landing after the busy day.
Yes, and even small things, making tea, lighting a candle, or just sitting quietly can make a huge difference. They tell your brain, the work is done. Now it's time for me. And learners, notice how we describe these actions naturally in English. You could say, I made tea. I lit a candle. I sat quietly. Simple, honest sentences, but full of meaning.
Exactly. And evenings are perfect for noticing little details we often ignore during the day, like the soft light coming through the window, the way music feels in your ears, or the smell of your dinner cooking. You can practice English by describing all of these tiny moments. The candle flickered. The music played softly. I smelled the pasta cooking.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just noticing and describing is enough, and it helps your English grow naturally, without pressure.
And for me, I like to reflect a little before bed. Sometimes I write one line in my journal. Today I'm grateful for... It could be anything. Coffee, a kind message, a funny moment. Even a small reflection ends the day positively, like finishing a song with the perfect chord.
Exactly. And sometimes I just speak it out loud to myself. I am grateful for the walk today. I am grateful for a funny message from a friend. I am grateful for the warm tea. These are tiny sentences, but they practice English and improve your mood.
And evenings can be playful too. Maybe you play a short game, watch a favorite show, or talk to a friend. Notice how we naturally use phrases like, I chatted with my friend, I laughed, I enjoyed a show. Small sentences, real-life context, perfect for practicing English.
Yes, and you can even turn chores into English practice. Doing dishes? I washed the plates. I dried the cups. I cleaned the table. Folding laundry? I folded the clothes. I put the shirts in the drawer. I organized my socks. See how even ordinary tasks become language practice?
Exactly. And the key is honesty. Describe what you actually do. Even 5 sentences about small moments in your evening can give you practice, confidence, and vocabulary growth.
And learners, notice the flow. We're not just listing activities. We're sharing feelings, observations, little stories. That's what makes your English sound real and cozy. You could add, I felt calm. I felt happy. I smiled when I remembered a funny moment.
Yes, and bedtime itself is a wonderful opportunity. I like to set a small routine. Brush teeth, wash face, maybe read a few pages, and then a tiny reflection. Even in the dark, just whispering to yourself, I had a good day. I tried my best. Tomorrow will be even better. Small sentences, big impact.
And even if the day was hard, maybe afternoon slump hit, maybe work was stressful, notice one small victory. I finished my work. I took a short walk. I made tea. Those moments are still wins, and describing them in English makes them even more meaningful.
And now, a challenge for our listeners. Take one moment from your evening, even a tiny one, and describe it in English. Don't worry about grammar or perfection. Just notice and speak. For example, I made tea and listened to music. I felt calm. One sentence is already practice. One sentence is progress.
Yes, and you can even stretch it a little. I sat on the sofa, I lit a candle, I listened to a soft song, I smiled, and I felt peaceful. Just notice, describe, and speak. That's how real English learning happens, naturally, with your life as the teacher.
And don't forget, your day is already full of stories. Small stories, tiny victories, little moments, even chores, even walks, even your coffee break. All of it is English practice if you describe it. And your confidence grows every time you do.
I love that. And evenings are cozy, calm, and playful. Perfect for English. You can even describe your thoughts. I felt tired. I felt proud. I felt happy about a small moment. Small words, big meaning.
And now for a little reflection and action. If this episode helped you, take 1 minute right now and write 1 or 2 sentences about your day in English. Share it in the comments. Even one small sentence counts.
Yes, tiny sentences, honest moments. And remember, practice isn't about perfection, it's about connection. Connection with your day, your feelings, and your English.
And if you enjoy our cozy episodes, please like, subscribe, and share. Every like, every comment, every share helps us create more episodes for you. Real conversations, real English, real life.
Yes, and remember, every day is full of little moments. Every moment can be described, and every sentence you speak is practice. Little by little, your English grows, your confidence grows, and your day becomes more meaningful.
So tonight, before bed, notice one small thing. Describe it. Speak it. Write it. You are already practicing. You are already learning.
Keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, your day, your life, your English, all connected, all real, all cozy.
This is John, and this is Maria, and you've been listening to the English Podcast. Stay cozy, stay curious, and remember, even one sentence today is one step closer to fluency.